chapter statistics and probability. Statistics and probability. The first, let us see statistics. Statistics. Here we are seeing measures of central tendencies and measures of dispersion, moments, skewness and kurtosis, correlation and correlation, like that. The first thing, measures of central tendencies. Measures of central tendencies. இதை பற்றி நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி இது பேசிக் கான்செப்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ். ஸோ இது எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். What are the measures of central tendencies? There are three. First one is mean, second one is mode, and third one, second one median, third one mode. First one mean, second one median, third mode. Then the second topic is measures of dispersion. Measures of dispersion. Dispersion. First one is range. First one is range. Second one mean deviation. Second one mean deviation. Then third one quartile deviation. Quartile deviation. And fourth one standard deviation. Standard deviation. Quartile deviation. Fourth one standard deviation. Standard deviation. And mean there are more than three types: direct method, indirect method, and the data given with the frequency, always the data of the frequency distribution without frequency distribution, like class interval, without class interval, like that. Different types of means find out more. So let us see one by one. Let us see one by one. First one, direct method. Direct method. இது வந்து நம்ம எப்பவுமே நார்மலா ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணக்கூடிய மெத்தட். Without the frequency. Direct method to find the mean. To find the mean without frequency distribution. Without the frequency distribution. Without frequency distribution. Without frequency distribution means there is no f. Otherwise without frequency அப்படினா f இருக்காது. There is suppose x1, x2, etc. xn are the n number of values, n number of data, n number of data. Then the mean x bar is equal to sum of xi divided by x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus etc plus xn divided by n. That is you can be written as simply sum of xi divided by n. Then with the frequency mean, this is first method. Second method with frequency. With frequency. Frequency given. Frequency given. Frequency given. Suppose x1, x2, etc. xn are the n number of data n number of data given with the corresponding frequency f1, f2, etc. fn. Then the mean x bar is equal to sum of fi xi divided by sum of fi. These are the two direct methods. And also we have another method, mean frequency and also class interval. Mean the data given with the frequency and also class intervals. So class intervals means 10 to 20, the range of the data. Range of data is period. Mean with the class interval and the frequency. Third one, mean, that is x bar. If frequency f and the class interval CI, class interval is given. Class interval is given. After previous formula, whatever change we need to find the mean value of the data. After finding out the mean value of the class intervals, we can apply the previous the above formula. We can apply the above formula. அதே formula நம்ம அப்ளை பண்ணிக்கலாம். The mean values of the mean values are taken as x1, x2, etc. xn. Mean values are taken as x1, x2, etc. xn. Then the same formula. What is the x bar is equal to sum of fi xi divided by sum of fi. The next one, assumed mean method. Here we are finding out the deviation from a data. Assumed mean method. Next to fourth one, this is indirect method. Assumed mean method. That is suppose the frequency distribution. Xi and fi, x1, x2, etc. xn, f1, f2, etc. fn. Are given then the mean of the following data, given data, then mean is equal to mean x bar is equal to a plus sum of fi di divided by sum of fi into c, where where A is assumed mean or assumed value, assumed mean or value. Then DI is equal to xi minus A. DI is equal to xi minus A divided by C. C is the class width, always height of the class width or height of the class interval, height of the class interval, class width or height of the class interval. So that's all for about mean. Next, let us see some problems. Direct method and mean. If a frequency is given, mean to find mean by assumed mean method. Likewise, let us see the problems based on some types. That is first one, calculate the arithmetic mean from the following. Calculate the arithmetic mean. Calculate the arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean from the following data. From the following data. That is weight in kgs, weight in kgs, then number of persons. This is xi and this is fi. The first one 50, 48, 46, 44, 42, 40, then 12, 14, 16, 13, 11, 0, 9, 0, 9. That's all the data given. Let us write the formula by direct method. By direct method. By direct method, what is the formula? Sum of fi xi divided by sum of fi. இது வந்து by direct method அப்படியே போட்டுக்கலாம். Direct method xi fi xi. Then the values 50, 48, 46, 44, 42, 40. Then fi is 12, 14, 16, 13, 11, 0, 9. The total is 75. Sum of fi 75. Then multiplication. We need to multiply fi and xi here. Multiply பண்ணோம் அப்படினா first one 600, 672, then 736, 572, 462, then 360. The total is 3402. Then what is x bar? X bar is equal to sum of fi xi divided by sum of fi. Therefore 3402 divided by, this is nothing but the sum of fi. This is sum of fi xi. So we have to refer this value. Sum of fi is 75. Sum of fi xi is 3402. Therefore 75. X bar is 45.36. 45.36. The next, the same sum by assumed mean method. By assumed mean method. Assumed mean method, that is indirect method. Assumed mean method. That is, we need to find out the ui value. Ui is equal to xi minus the assumed mean, then fi ui, then fi ui. That's 50, 48, 46, 44, 42, 40. Then fi 12, 14, 16, 30, 11, 0, 9. Then fi, the mid value, if 50, 44, 48, 48, 46, like that, there are 6 number of data. The data center data we எடுப்போம், center நமக்கு data இல்ல. Suppose if 7 number of data வருது அப்படினா, we have to take a here. We need to put a here. The a வந்து இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய mid value xi இருக்கக்கூடிய mid data எடுக்கணும். ஆனா அந்த இடத்துல நமக்கு நடுவுல data இல்ல. அதனால என்ன பண்றோம் அப்படினா, third data or fourth data, இந்த ரெண்டு டேட்டாவுமே நமக்கு சென்டரா வருது. ரெண்டு டேட்டாவுமே சென்டரா வருது. மேல இருக்க டேட்டா, கீழ இருக்க டேட்டா இருக்கு. So we can take any one of those data. நம்ம வந்து 46 நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிறோம். So use that 46 to find out the deviation. To find out the deviation, if 50 minus 46, 48 minus 46, 46 minus 46, 44 minus 46. Likewise, we need to find out the value, that is 2 minus 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Then we need to multiply 24, 14, 0, minus 13, then minus 22, minus 27. Let us find out the sum of the values. Here we have 75 and this one is 0. We know we don't need this one. If fi ui is minus 24, let us substitute in the formula. Assume the mean method formula. That is x bar is equal to mean x bar is equal to sum of fi ui divided by sum of fi. Here plus we need to add a sum of fi ui, sum of fi. Therefore x bar is equal to, what is a, 46 plus minus 24 divided by 75. Therefore x bar is equal to 45.36. 45.36. Next, let us see one of the notes. One of the notes. One of the notes. Copy now. Not the notes. Algebraic sum of the deviations of a set of n values from their arithmetic mean is 0. From the arithmetic mean is 0. From the arithmetic mean is 0. Copy. First one, note 1. The algebraic sum of the deviations. Algebraic sum of the deviations of a set of n values. A set of n values. A set of n values from their mean. From their mean. From their mean or arithmetic mean is 0. Is 0. Is 0. Next, second one. The sum of the squares of the deviations. The sum of the squares of the deviations. Sum of the squares of the deviations of a set of n values. Of a set of n values. N values is minimum. When the deviations are taken from their mean. The deviations are taken from their mean. From their mean. Next, another one. Note, if x1, x2, x3, if x1 bar, x2 bar, etc., xn bar are the means of that is arithmetic means of n1, n2, etc., xk, nk, nk observations, then the arithmetic mean of the combined set of observations. Is given by x bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar plus etc. nk xk bar divided by n1 plus n2 plus etc. plus nk. Otherwise, it can be written as sum of ni xi divided by sum of ni, where I is equal to 1 to k. ஸோ இந்த தேர்டாக இருக்கக்கூடிய மோட் யூஸ் பண்ணி டிஎன்பிஎஸ்சியில் நிறைய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வருது. x1, x2, x3, etc. xk ஒரு 3 மீன்ஸ் கொடுத்து 3 அப்சர்வேஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்து நம்பர் ஆஃப் அப்சர்வேஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துட்டு they ask the combined mean arithmetic mean கேட்பாங்க. So then let us see a problem. Second problem, the arithmetic mean of the first n natural numbers. Arithmetic mean of the first n natural numbers. First n natural numbers is n plus 1 divided by 2 is n plus 1 divided by 2. Arithmetic mean of the first n natural numbers is n plus 1 divided by 2. நமக்கு already தெரியும், we know that 1 plus 2 plus 3 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is sum of n natural numbers. Sum of n natural numbers in the form of theorem. Then what is the mean? X bar is equal to, this is nothing but the sum of xi, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore n into n plus 1 divided by 2 whole divided by n. Therefore x bar is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2n. Then will be cancelled, n plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore mean x bar is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. Next, another sum. Find the weighted arithmetic mean. Find the weighted. Find the weighted arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean of first n natural numbers. N natural numbers whose weights are equal to the whose weights are equal to the corresponding numbers, equal to the corresponding numbers. Corresponding numbers whose weights are equal to the corresponding numbers. First n natural numbers என்ன பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா 1 2 3 etc. அப்போ தான் xi இருக்கும் 1 2 3 etc. n அதோட weights means fi, அதான் fi தான் x நம்ம w எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா weights கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. அதே தான் சேம் whose weights are equal to the corresponding numbers, then 1 2 3 etc. n the same. Then let us find out the weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean. Weighted arithmetic mean, that is sum of x bar is equal to fi. Sum of fi, that is wi xi divided by sum of wi. Therefore what is sum of wi xi? Then I find out sum of wi xi is equal to 1 into 1 1 square plus 2 into 2, 2 square plus 3 into 3, 3 square plus etc. plus n square. Then sum of Wi is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. And this is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. This is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Therefore, x bar is equal to, let us substitute the values. N into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 into 2 divided by n into n plus 1. So n into n plus 1 will be cancelled. 3 2s are 6. Therefore, 1 by 3 into 2n plus 1. 1 by 3 into 2n plus 1. இங்க weighted arithmetic mean கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So next combined mean of the given data. Combined mean of the given data. Fourth one, find out the combined mean of the following data. Find the combined mean. Combine the arithmetic mean of the following data. Following data, that is x1 bar is equal to 50, x2 bar is equal to 48, n1 is equal to 45, n2 is equal to 35. Then x bar is equal to, what is the formula? Already we have studied, that is n1 x1 bar n2 x2 bar divided by n1 plus n2. Abhi substitute பண்ணிட வேண்டியதான். That is 50 into 45 plus 48 into 35 divided by n1 plus n2. 45 plus 35, that is equal to 49.125. This is the combined mean of the data. Next, combined mean of the questions and also the data taken mistaken. Data மாத்தி எடுத்து அத கரெக்ஷன் பண்ண சொல்லி கரெக்டட் மீன் சொல்லி கேட்பாங்க. That's also questions எதிர்பார்க்கலாம். The average weight of a group of 40 students. The average weight of a group of 40 students. Group of 40 students was calculated to be 58, calculated to be 58 kgs. It was later discovered It was later discovered to be 50. Discovered that weight of one student, weight of one student, weight of one student was misread. One student was misread as 75 kgs, as 75 kgs instead of 57 kgs. Instead of 57 kgs. Find the correct mean. Find the correct mean. So already our mean formula mean is equal to sum of xi divided by n. The value எப்படி எழுதலாம் அப்படினா sum of xi is equal to x bar into n. This is a total. This is a grand total, that is a total. xi sum of xi தெரிஞ்சா we can correct the data. நமக்கு x bar தெரியும். What is x bar? X bar is equal to 58. Total number of students n is equal to 40, and corrected data 75, sorry, corrected data 57, wrong data எழுதிக்கலாம். That is corrected data 57, that is wrong data 75. So wrong data minus பண்ணனும், wrong data minus பண்ணிட்டு corrected data plus பண்ணனும் from the total. Therefore let us substitute 58 is equal to sum of xi divided by n 40. Therefore sum of xi is equal to 40 into 58. Therefore the answer is 2320. From this we have to, this is total. This is a total weight of the students. Then we need to find the correct total. Correct total is equal to 2320 minus 75 plus 57. We need to subtract 75 and add 57. That is 2320. 2302. Correct total. Therefore, then correct mean. Correct mean is equal to 2302 divided by 40. That is equal to the answer 57.55. Suppose two data கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னா two data mistaken அது கொடுத்துருந்தாங்கன்னா ரெண்டு டேட்டாவை சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணி கரெக்ட் டேட்டாவை ஆட் பண்ணிட வேண்டியதான். சேம் ப்ரொசீஜர் நமக்கு ஒரு டேட்டா சப்ராக்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு டேட்டா ஆட் பண்ணிருக்கோம். சப்போஸ் 2 டேட்டா 3 டேட்டா கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா எத்தனை டேட்டா வந்து ராங்கா என்ட்ரி பண்ணியிருக்காங்களோ ராங் என்ட்ரிஸை மைனஸ் பண்ணி ரைட் டேட்டாவை ஆட் பண்ணிட வேண்டியது. Then next one more the arithmetic mean of geometric progression GP. Arithmetic mean of geometric progression GP. AR square etc. AR power n minus 1 is that is x bar is equal to a into 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus n into 1 minus r. R is less than 1. R is less than 1. So next let us see median. Next getting median. Median of a frequency distribution is median of a frequency distribution is the value of the variator which divides the total frequency into two equal parts. Total frequency into two equal parts. Median without frequency. To find the median without frequency. Raw data. Suppose x1, x2. Suppose x1, x2, etc. xn are the given data. N number of data. N number of given n number of data in ascending order. ஏன்னா நம்ம மீடியன் வந்து எப்பயுமே ascending order தான் நம்ம ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ டேட்டா கொடுத்தாங்க we have to order the data in ascending. Then we can find out the answer. The median is given by there are two types to find out the median. First one, the number of data is odd, then the number of data is even. First one, the number of data. Median is equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. N plus 1 divided by 2th data. If n is odd. Second one, median is equal to n by 2th data plus n plus 1 by n by 2 plus 1th data plus 1th data divided by 2 if n is even. These are the two methods without frequency. So then based on this we can see one or two problems. Sum number 1, find the median of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So the first definitely it will be 40. எப்படி வருது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி செக் பண்ணலாம். அவ்வளோதான். டிபெண்ட்ஸ் அப்பான் த ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ணி எப்படி ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணுறது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்பர் ஆஃப் டேட்டா இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு 7. Therefore median is equal to 7 plus 1 divided by 2. 2th data. That is equal to 8 by 2 fourth data. 8 by 2 is 4 fourth data. What is the fourth data? 40. Fourth data is 40. This is a median. Suppose even number of data. Find the median of 8, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, then 32. Then 32. இதோட median find out பண்ணனும். So number of data given is 8. Here n is equal to 8. Therefore median is nothing but median is equal to n by 2 is 4, n by 2 plus 1 is equal to 5. Therefore fourth data divided by fourth data plus fifth data divided by 2. That is the median. Fourth data plus fifth data divided by 2. That is equal to fourth data is 16, fifth data is 20 divided by 2. Therefore 36 divided by 2. Therefore 18. Therefore median is 18. Median is 18. Next with the group frequency. If the data given with the frequency, we have a separate method. இது வந்து just இந்த மாதிரி டேட்டா கொடுத்தாங்க raw data random data கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. We have to use these two methods to find out the median. With frequency கொடுத்தாங்க அப்படின்னா we need to see the highest frequency of the data, that is median. அப்படியே அதை பார்த்தே எழுதுங்க. For example, data of the frequency median, second method median. If frequency is given, if Fi is given, that is first one. Calculate capital N. Calculate n divided by 2, where capital N is equal to sum of Fi. Then second one, find the cumulative frequency. Find the cumulative frequency just greater than cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. Then third one, the corresponding value of the distribution. The corresponding value of the variation or distribution is the median. Therefore, let us see one set of data. For example, xi, fi. xi பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா 1 2 3 4 5 6 4 5 6. Then frequency 5 9 18 12 9 7. These are the frequency. Then cumulative frequency, we need to find the cumulative frequency CF. That is 14, first one 5, 14, 32, 44, then 53, then 60, then 60. We need to find the first step of the we need to find the n by 2. First n find out பண்ணிடலாம். n என்ன அப்படி பார்த்தா sum of the frequency. Sum of the frequency is 60. Then n by 2 is 30. n by 2 is 30. இந்த 30 எதுக்குள்ள இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கணும். 30 ஐ விட smaller number எடுக்கக்கூடாது. 30 or 30 அடுத்த நம்பர் இருக்கணும். Therefore நமக்கு வந்து 32 கிடைக்குது. நமக்கு 32 ல தான் 30 இருக்கு. Therefore we need to select 32 in the cumulative frequency column. Then the corresponding mean is therefore the corresponding CF is 32. Therefore median is equal to 3. Median is equal to 3. That's all. This is a method if the data xi and fi are given. Next, median with grouped frequencies, that is class interval and frequency will be given. Frequency will be given. The next, third type, data with class interval and frequency. Data with frequency and class interval. Frequency with class interval. That is first one median. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus m divided by fk into h. Then second one quartile. எல்லாமே வந்து more or less same, சின்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும். First quartile, particularly this is first quartile. Therefore Q1 first quartile Q1 L plus n by 4, n by 2 பதிலா n by 4 போடணும், divided by fk into h. Then third one, this is third quartile. Second quartile la median. First quartile n by 4, second quartile n by 2, third quartile 3n by 4. Third quartile that is Q3 is equal to L plus n by 4, 3n by 4, not n by 4, 3n by 4 divided by fk into h. So where n is the lower class interval of a median class, always lower value of a median class, where L is the lower value of median class interval. Then fk, m is the cumulative frequency, cf. M is the cumulative frequency above the median class. Next, fk is the corresponding frequency to the median class. fk is the frequency corresponding corresponding to the median class. Median class. Where H is the width of the data. H is the width of the class without the data. H is the width of the class interval. 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 Next, let us see how to find the median, then quartile deviation, quartiles, first quartile and third quartile. So very simple. Second quartile is nothing but the median. Question second quartile, median. Mostly mean and median will be same. Mostly mean and median will be same. Let us see a problem. That is let us consider the problem with the class interval. Class interval 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40. 36 to 40, 41 to 45, then 46 to 50, then 51 to 55, 51 to 55. So இங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா இது வந்து discontinuous class interval. இது வந்து continuous class interval கிடையாது. This is not a continuous class interval. இங்க பார்த்தோம் அப்படினா 11 to 15, அப்புறம் 15 ல ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது, 16 ல ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. So we have to make this discontinuous class interval into continuous class interval. Continuous class interval அப்படினா ஆல்ரெடி நமக்கு தெரியும். ஒரு plus y சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு plus y என்ன பண்ணிடுவோம், ஆட் பண்ணிடுவோம். Therefore continuous class interval, we have to make this a continuous class interval. This is also a class interval, that is 10.5. more or less இது நமக்கு சேமா தான் வரும். பட் இது ரிலேட்டட் क्वेश्चंस கேட்டா நம்ம தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். 10.5 to 15.5, then 15.5 to 20.5, then 20.5 to 25.5, 25.5 to 30.5, 30.5 to 35.5, 35.5 to 40.5, 40.5 to 45.5, then 45.5 to 50.5, 50.5 to 55.5. So these are the continuous class interval. Continuous class interval. Next, corresponding mid value. Already the mid value find out பண்ணனும் சொல்லிருக்கேன் இல்லையா, அதே தான் இங்க நம்ம find out பண்ண போறோம். Mid value, that is the mid value of x. 13, 18, then 23, 28, 33, 38, 43, 48, then 53, then 53. then corresponding frequency Fi. இது பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா 8 50 39 47 52 நான் டேபிள் மட்டும் தான் போட்டிருக்கேன். and then 28 16 4. these are the frequency corresponding to the class interval. இது நம்ம क्वेश्चनல வந்து இந்த class interval and இந்த frequency தான் கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. நான் வந்து ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா டேபிள்ல உங்களுக்கு காமிச்சறேன். class interval, continuous class interval, this is continuous class interval, and இந்த ரெண்டு டேட்டாவை ஆட் பண்ணி 2 ஆல டிவைட் பண்ணிருங்க. 13 16 plus 20 by 2 18, then 21 plus 25 divided by 2 23. Likewise we need to find the mid value, that is xi here, then fi frequency given in the question, then we can find out the ui. How is the di, whatever it is the di. That is the di, fi ui, then cf. cf find out பண்ணிடலாம். யூனிட் frequency fi ui நமக்கு